Happy Valentine's Day. I just wanted to come on and let y'all see my face. Look at this painting that was just delivered today. And remember what happened to me the other day in Home Depot, y'all, where they disrespected my family and Eric Emanuel. Look what Eric made for me, man. These are the original shoes from Baby Boy. And a beautiful picture of my mom. I just wanted to jump on and just convey a couple of things. Because a black man is expressive and wants to be able to talk about certain things that's on his mind, doesn't make him suicidal. It doesn't mean everybody should be alarmed and freak out like, oh my God, is he? I'm at home. I've actually never been happier in my life. Y'all seen me hanging out with Kim Burrell for the last 2 weeks, man? Are y'all actually paying attention to what's going on? The Fast 10 trailer just got launched. When you release an album, you're supposed to talk about the story that's behind the songs that you release. I mean, do y'all understand that pride and ego is the works of the devil? Now, because you may choose to not express your thoughts and your feelings about things that you're actually going through and dealing with on social media or even in your personal life, that's your choice. But my therapist, who is an incredible psychiatrist / therapist, has said to me, the start of mental health issues for us as a culture is us getting in this pattern and this habit of bottling all of the shit that you thinking and feeling and keeping it all on the inside. It's like the thoughts is bouncing all around in your head and you don't talk about it, and everybody makes you feel uncomfortable about what you're actually feeling. And so you don't feel safe. And then when you see online that somebody committed suicide, everybody is now finding pictures and Googling, like the brother we just lost from the Ellen show, you know? Man, it's... And I didn't know the brother personally. I'm not going to sit on here and say we were friends. I met him every time I did Ellen, which was maybe 3 times. And I've never, ever been suicidal, so we're clear. I've never wanted to harm myself or anyone. Even when I was on them psych meds and had a really bad episode that the world watched, I never, ever hurt myself, wanted to hurt myself. It was embarrassing to film the video and have it to become a meme and all of that, but I didn't even know it was on the internet till 4 months later when the psych meds were finally out my system. So, which way do you guys want it? You tear the black man down because he don't communicate, he doesn't want to express his thoughts and his feelings or talk to you or feel comfortable with talking to you about the things that's on his mind and the things that he's carrying. And then as soon as he does it, all of a sudden they're crazy, they're suicidal, you need to go watch them, keep your eyes on them. How about I'm just expressing the things that I'm feeling and carrying? And I don't want nobody at my house. I don't want 40, 50 people calling my phone so that I could express everything that I'm thinking and feeling just amongst my intimate circle and friends. I'd much rather put my energy out in the universe, ask you guys to pray for me, and then I may have done 4 phone calls today because I got 1 million people in my phone that I know, but I don't want to sit on the phone and talk to you about what I'm thinking. I would actually, this sounds weird, I would much rather post it. That's not your preference. You may be the type of recording artist who go through a painful and a very traumatic breakup or a marriage, and you may release an album talking about bitches and clubs and party and sex and bottles and models and ice and chains and all this superficial shit that don't mean nothing. I respect anybody who's doing music. I respect anybody's approach to music, but you're not gonna make me feel bad about expressing my thoughts and my feelings. I wanted to wear a shirt today that says Google me because I've been doing this, I've been expressive and talking about mental health and how we as a culture, we make each other feel bad about the, like, I've seen multiple homies get killed right in front of me. Grew up in South Central LA, Watts. Mother was an alcoholic for 27 years. Father was a crackhead and an alcoholic and still is. He was a deadbeat, not around. So I've been out here being raised by wolves when I was in South Central LA, and I had to figure out a way to tap into my inner strength and say, yeah, I grew up here. Yeah, these are all my homies. Yeah, this is an environment that I love and that I'm familiar with, but I'm uncomfortable with becoming this environment that I grew up in. God must have something bigger and better in mind for me. And I went on this journey on my own to figure it out. So, yeah, we just did the Fast trailer and the launch. Yes, it's a lot. Like, I've been getting so many life-changing phone calls over the last month. It's been so many breakthroughs. I'm 44 years old. I've been waiting on these things and these opportunities that are coming in right now for years. I've been praying for them. People have been praying for these opportunities for me, and everything is happening so fast. And last year, today, I don't know if you guys have a relationship with your mom. A lot of people have never met their mom. There's people that's been adopted. Hold on one second. So, you know, if you've ever read my book, which is called How to Get Out of Your Own Way, I wrote a chapter in the beginning of my book, which is entitled Childhood, growing up in the hood. I went into all of these details about everything I've seen, everything I've experienced, everything I've witnessed, everything that I had to try and navigate through mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and psychologically, which is a lot. And then all of a sudden, there was this random discovery that I knew how to sing, which was like really like random and almost embarrassing. When you in the hood, you ain't trying to walk around letting niggas know you know how to sing without people thinking you soft. So I'm like, damn, you know, my heart is really feeling this music thing, and it's got a stronghold on me, and I don't know where it came from, but I was smart enough to not allow myself to think Crips and Bloods, and essays, and murder, police excessive force. I was out there during the Rodney King riots. I was in the riots, which is really crazy to have just done a film with Ray Liotta called 1992, which is coming out at the end of this year, about the riots in itself, because I actually lived and experienced the riots. So we talking about Paul Walker, my mom, and just, you know, John Singleton, like, yo, man, y'all cannot expect me to jump in a Rolls Royce with Hermes seats and act as if because this Rolls Royce is here and I'm living in mansions with chefs and all of this other things that are all blessings and luxuries. I've been making money so long, man, nobody can't cut me a check for $1 million and get this shit that's on my mind off my mind. It might happen for you. It won't happen for me. You could have a tragedy that happen in your life, And you could be praying for a financial breakthrough and $150,000 show up in the mail. And even though somebody just died, you'll be over the moon rejoicing and just having the time of your life because that money came in. I've been making money too long for money to replace the things that's actually on my mind. So can you so anyway, now I have to say in general, because I am aware, I am fully aware that we are at the height of femininity. We're at the height of women's movements and marches and just people being so vocal about women's rights. And it's always been around, but right now we're experiencing that on a whole nother stratosphere. And as a father that's raising two daughters, whether I've gotten along and married and divorced their mothers or not, I am raising two of the most incredible little girls. Now a teenager, and my other daughter is 4 years old. And so I have been very vocal about how much I loved them when I was with them. And when the relationship ends, I'm also very vocal about some of the challenges and things that I've been through. And that doesn't make me a bad person because I'm expressing how I feel and some of the things that were said and done and the things that I've experienced. You know, my ex-wife, Samantha, although she doesn't do it anymore all of a sudden, but she used to do these Miracle Mondays. Remember that? Instagram, Miracle Mondays? And so every week, damn near every topic, every person is asking questions. They basically hinting at and taking shots at me directly, indirectly. They talking about Zelly, called Zelly a Jezebel. I mean, just all kind of crazy shit. And she's the one who left me. I never cheated on this woman. I never physically abused or assaulted this woman. Everybody fights, everybody argues, have disagreements. She's never dated an entertainer in her life, so it was a whole lot for her to sign up for. And so I recognized things through her lens, and I understood how she arrived at certain things, but what I never seen coming was her filing for divorce. And I also never seen myself creating and writing or having to write an album with my beautiful team that showed up for me called Beautiful Pain. So, you know, y'all got to figure out, is it okay for the black man to be torn down on a Miracle Monday every week? Because there's a bunch of, I don't know, single women that just want to tear men down. Is that okay as a community? Is that okay? And then when it comes to a black man being able to express his thoughts and feelings about things that he feel, then all of a sudden it's defined as me bashing. That's not, I'm not bashing anybody. It's what I feel. And ain't nobody ever gonna stop me from expressing my thoughts and feelings, period. I'm recording an album right now that I don't want to do. I never wanted this to be my story. I wanted to still be very married and be able to raise my child, our child, under the same roof and break this generational curse of divorces that have been plaguing my family for 50 years. You know, I'm the first millionaire in my family, the first one to ever become a movie star, a singer, sell this kind of records, be in these type of movies. I've met everybody imaginable and then some. I've seen and experienced things in my life that would take people a lifetime to see. 1 week of my life, most people don't see in their lifetime. So I'm so blessed. I feel so empowered by what God is doing. But I just want to tell y'all, man, sadly, and I want y'all to receive this, sadly, most of you guys have fell in love with celebrities and entertainment.